Maroney? He's a fall guy. I'm the brains of the organization.
Hello and welcome back to 1417 Pictures. I am your host, RG Input. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have got some interesting but very bad news. Bob Chapek is gone as the Disney CEO, and Bob Iger is back. Now, this is not a good thing, despite what many people are saying. This is just horrible because Bob Iger was the one who started with all of these politics in not only the MCU, but also in Pixar, in Star Wars, everything. And he was the one who actually bought every single intellectual property like Star Wars, 20th Century Fox, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on and on and on. The fact is, though, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a good thing. Everyone is acting like he's some sort of a messiah coming to save Disney from its stock plummet. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This will only continue. Bob Iger is the one who started all of this wokeness to begin with. And also, Bob Chapek was just there, as I said in the intro, just as
A fall guy.
yes, a fall guy, indeed. Because as soon as the coronavirus hit, Bob Iger was like, nah, I'm gonna head out. And then Bob Chapek took the fall for all of this and plummeted the stock, plummeted the park stock, and pretty much everything. Because of COVID, not only. And then he had a plan to destroy and do away with all of these politics in films and go back to entertaining people instead of just trying to shove messaging down their throats. But, ladies and gentlemen, the state of Florida, I try not to get political, but this is a fact. The state of Florida had a bill concerning the rights of the letter alphabet community, ladies and gentlemen, and apparently, in trying to stay neutral, that was a bad thing, and all of these employees who were activists and the people who are ruining the company from the inside out and ruining modern entertainment today, actually, decided to protest against this. And Bob Chapek, ladies and gentlemen, fell victim to the cult and released this apology video and whatever. And as soon as he was putting his plan in place to lay off all of these people, and like I said in the last video, he's going to lay off these people, lots of people, and he's going to use that as a cover-up in order to fire all these activists. But what happens? Oh, I'll tell you what happens. He gets fired or forced out by the board of directors, and Bob Iger, the very man who began all of this in the start, gets hired back for 2 years. Yeah, we'll see about that. Just until they can find a suitable replacement, quote unquote. Good Lord, as I said in the last video, ladies and gentlemen, Warner Brothers needs to take advantage of this and pay off their debt, and they will be the superior company in putting out actually entertainment, not only just DC, but just films in general. Just putting out good old entertainment without shoving messaging down people's throats. That's not what we go to the cinema for, ladies and gentlemen. What we go to the cinema for is to escape from the clutches of reality and escape into a fictional world that everyone loves. Not to have messaging and reflect the world we live in today shoved down our throats. No, that's not what we go to the cinemas for. And Warner Brothers has woken up to the fact that that is not what people want, and they're getting their shit together. Disney, however, decides to go in the opposite direction, and they want their stock to keep plummeting. I will sit here and laugh in the face of Disney and Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy and all these other stupid executives that don't know how to run Disney. And as soon as the MCU tanks, good Lord, ladies and gentlemen, it is all over. Also, there was a Fantastic Four leak that I'm not going to delve into here, but it sounds like horrible. It sounds horrible, and more messaging, more politics. Oh, and also, like, there is, Nerdrotic did a statistic, and he said there is 27 new female characters introduced in the MCU, one deceased. He thought the one girl from Falcon and the Winter Soldier wasn't dead, but she died. And only 15 new male characters, several of which are deceased. So, if you cannot see the writing on the wall, Disney, you're fucked. I'm sorry to say it, but you're fucked. And ladies and gentlemen, we saw this coming. I can see this coming. And once Warner Bros. Gets their shit together, they will become the superior company, and they will actually learn how to entertain the audience instead of trying to shove shit down their throats. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I predict. And when I'm right, I'm gonna just say it. Fuck you, I was right. That's what I'm gonna say. Because, Lord almighty, ladies and gentlemen, nobody likes the MCU anymore unless you are an activist. Basically, that's just, unless you're an activist, then you don't like the MCU anymore. Like myself, I didn't even see Wakanda Forever because I knew they were going to shove messaging down my throat. The first one was subtle, and that's why I liked the first one, because it was just a little bit, just subtle, but it was mostly just a good story. Wakanda Forever went all out in their fucking messaging. All of the cast, except for maybe Martin Freeman and fucking Namor, were all female, and this is no secret anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Feige has bent the knee to these people, and Victoria Alonso is actually running the show. You think Kevin Feige's still running Marvel? Then you need to catch up on the last few years, my friend, because that's not the case. Good Lord, I'm going to laugh in the face of Disney when their stock continues to plummet because of Bob Iger, and when he reinstates and just continues, actually, all of this virtue signaling and politics shoving down people's throats. But you still got the Little Mermaid and the Snow White reboots on the horizon, and Pinocchio tanked, and I'm really looking forward to Guillermo del Toro's Netflix adaptation, because that is going to be superior in every way, let me tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, basically, Disney is fucked. And you know what? I couldn't be happier about this, because my eyes have been opened now, ladies and gentlemen, to the corruption that Hollywood, not only Hollywood, but everyone, no. I will laugh in the face of Disney as their stock continues to plummet, as they continue to virtue signal and shove everything down everyone's throats, while Warner Brothers and DC get their shit together and produce actually good products. Top Gun Maverick, I believe, was the start of this, when they just said, hey, you know what, let's just make a good movie. And hell, even Tom Cruise appeared at the beginning to say, hey, you know what, we know this has been a tough time, but thanks for coming and seeing our film that we worked hard on. And it was delayed for God knows how long because of COVID, and when it finally came out, little message at the beginning just to say, hey, thanks for coming to see our film. No politics shoved down your throat, no nothing. It's just good fun, good entertainment, and that is what we want, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we want. That's all we want. But no, we can't have that, because you're going against the message. You're going against Twitter as a whole. And I know Elon has bought it, and he's like trying to fix it or whatever, but one man cannot fix the disaster that is Twitter, let me tell you. And if Disney and these other companies keep pandering to these idiots on Twitter, who it's just a 5% of people, if they keep pandering to these people, their stock will plummet, and it's plummeting. Everyone's. It's all going away, and the MCU, I'm sorry to say it, will just be shit from now on, and nobody will watch it. That's it. The MCU is done. You know what? Here and now, I'm going to brand myself a DC fan, because fuck Marvel now. Fuck their comics, fuck their films, fuck everything. Except for Spider-Man, because I like Spider-Man. But still, one good movie in an entire phase? Are you kidding me? Get your shit together, Marvel. Get your shit together, Disney. Or else, get woke or broke. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've watched through my infinite yelling and screaming and voice cracks, then you are a true legend, and you are a true subscriber, because hell, if someone wants to sit here and listen to me just rant and like explode my top over like the stupidest things, then please consider subscribing to this channel, 1417 Pictures. Also, please consider subscribing to RGTV Productions, which is the main channel, and subscribe to RG Source Official, RGbeast Official, and RGgamer Official. And that is all I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. A new movie news thing will be coming out soon, but people have been asking me, hey, put out more content, you know, you gotta continue to like consistently posting and whatever, and you're right, and I'll continue to like consistently as I can actually post here on 1417, but RGTV, I don't know, it might be a little while till you see a new video, because we're trying to sort out the situation with Spider-Man, and we're trying to actually come up with new ideas that you guys will want to watch and want to laugh at. So, and the reviews on that channel will still continue, RG Source will still do them, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my screaming and yelling. And no. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my screaming and yelling. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for just following our entire channel. thank you. That's all I have to say. And until next time, I'm RG Input, signing off.